What is up, all my chosen ones? JazzRoyce back now, guys. You see the article that's right in front of me, the most popular meme coins in 2022, best market movers. Who is sitting at the pinnacle of this picture? None other than Volt INU. Now, before I begin, guys, do me a favor and please smash that like button and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you're new to the channel. Glad to have you stopping by. Guys, let's get into this, man, because Volt has been going through my veins and I've been feeling it in my soul that this token is going to be changing my life, your life, the person beside you who's listening's life. It's going to be monumental. But let's dial it back and focus on what's happening right now in the present. So guys, this is an article on Tech Bullion, and matter of fact, shout out to Pablo Crow, man. My guy Pablo was the one that I saw post this article, and this got me crazy, man. When I watched this, I said, look at this, guys, look at this. So obviously, number one of the meme coins, Doge. We know that. This is what started this entire thing. None of us would be here. I wouldn't be having this YouTube channel, none of that, if Doge never was Doge. And of course, without Doge, you wouldn't have a SHIBA. Am I right? Now, guys, look at what they listed under SHIBA, because remember, this is in ranks, so from the most popular to the least, right? And obviously, this is like the top meme coins, it's like the heavy hitters of the space in 2022 that we are seeing to be brewing for the next bull run. After SHIBA, guess what's under that? Volt. Volt is right under SHIBA, guys. We're number 3 in most popular meme coins, according to this article. But Volt Army, we know it's true. We know it's true, man. We don't need people to tell us that. We know that. But Volt is listed above Doge Mars, above Flocky. What is going on, guys? Let's talk about why they put Volt on there first and foremost. So guys, the first token they should mention, of course, after Doge and SHIBA, which everyone already knows about, is Volt, the next one up to shine. Hyperdeflationary token aiming to invest in multiple asset classes. Now, and this is for those that are watching that were always asking, when utility, what's the point behind this token? What makes this separate from a regular old meme coin? Well, we're about to get into it. Among these, the team has mentioned NFTs, nodes, altcoin staking, and farming of stable coins. Now, they also go to mention that diversification is critical in investing, and Volt does not an okay, but a great job in spreading its assets across the different areas. You see, the benefit of differentiation is that if one investment doesn't perform well, the others might make up for it. In other words, your portfolio as a whole is more stable. Now, another great feature of Volt that they mentioned is the aggressive token burning mechanism. Keep in mind, he is talking about the token burning before Volty change. Volty change, as we all know, is going to be the real heavy hitter in burning not only Volt tokens, but impacting many other tokens, making it very deflationary so we can all come up together. And he sums it up by saying that this makes an excellent long-term investment for those looking to buy and hold a token for the future. So guys, we're gonna go dive a little deeper in this article, but first let's go pull it back, check on how the market's looking right now, guys. So we see ETH, the heavy hitters, our top 2 big boys in the markets, sitting decent. I'm going to say sitting decent. Yes, we know that they did take a drop from my last video. That was shortly after the new rates were announced. But if you can see, it has recovered quite nicely, because if I remember, this was at 18K and this was at the mid or late 12s, if I wasn't mistaken. And as you can see, both of our top 2 coins are sitting stable. And it's actually slowly coming back up if you think about it. I also saw another article that I don't have pulled up, but I'm just going to talk to you guys about it, man. I was looking more at, you know, the overall markets and bear markets, and just kind of educating myself too, since we're all, not all of us, but me and a lot of you guys watching are relatively new to how these markets go. One thing that I found interesting is that over the span of all the decades that we've seen the volatility in markets, and dating back to the 20s up until now this is just an article that I read, guys, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but it did say that on average, bear markets last around, I think it was 280 something days. So they were looking, I mean, obviously they're looking at it from a stock standpoint, but what I found coincidental was that this market moves versus stocks is not too far off, because they both rely on what's happening in the economy. Obviously, we have more control in the DeFi space versus stocks, but, you know, more or less, a lot of the tokens that we're in is still pegged to whatever ETH does, and, you know, ETH moves what BTC does, and you know how that goes, right? Anyway, they assumed that looking at how things were in the past, obviously take it with a grain of salt, but they were saying since the bears started to really take place in January, early January, that's when we started to see the decline of all the overall markets. And of course, come the June timeframe, I think they said June 13th is when we really saw that dive, that nosedive that we're all still feeling up until this point. Bear markets usually lasted in the past. It should be. And this is an article I saw on Forbes, by the way, so you can look that up on Forbes. By October 19th, we should start seeing the turnaround, the official turnaround for things to go bullish. And then going into like that late November, specifically they really talked about December. Going into that December time frame is when we should really be seeing things on the up and up. Now, I don't know if that means that we're going to be seeing the biggest bull cycle just yet, but things should be on the up and up. Now, obviously that's subject to change because there's still a lot of things up in the air right now. But like, hey, I'm staying positive. I already put my eggs in my basket and I'm sitting and I'm cooling and I'm preparing for it because I know that we're going to have a big run, and Volt is going to be a primitive example of what a run looks like. We were on our way coming back to the all-time high. We weren't exactly at the all-time high yet, but we were definitely crossing over to just off the gate IO listing in a bear market. This coin has so much potential, guys. It's not even funny. Let's go circle back to the article now. This was just touching base for those that are wanting to understand better the meme culture. Now, we know Volt's not a meme token, right? We know that. We're we're the Volt army. But the outsiders are still going to look at it as a meme coin. It's like as they look at SHIBA as a meme coin, they look at DOGE as a meme coin. It is what it is, guys. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we know it's going to do some wonders for us, whether people believe it or not. So meme coins have become a way for people to invest in the meme culture, with many becoming extremely popular and valuable. The most popular meme coins in the following years will be those that can reflect the current meme culture. This reflection must happen in a way that's both accurate and appealing to investors, while also continuously bringing them new utilities and development. Let me say that for the other people in the back, bringing new utilities and development. Yes, guys. Yes, for a coin to really be big time, aside from the community, we need them utilities to be good and worth it, and constant development, just like we've been seeing with Volt. So then they concluded that with saying, last we should mention the market's preference for meme coins with good use cases. We have seen this with both Volt and SHIB, and it's likely to continue in the future. Once again, guys, you see the proof in the pudding right in front of our faces, all of us. Volt and SHIB being compared in a completely different article, completely different website, but once again, they're compared in the same sentence. Coincidence? I think not. Probably nothing. What do you guys think, man? Let me know in the comments, guys. Are you feeling bullish? Because I hope you are. If you're not feeling bullish, I don't even know why I think you'd be clicking on this video to begin with, because I'm ready. Oh boy, am I ready. Because when I tell you, when Volt takes off, you're going to watch and see how many other projects are going to start realigning how they do things, realigning, just following the next person and trying to be more innovative, because you're going to see what innovation has done for Volt. See, right now we're following in SHIB's footsteps. Doesn't mean we're the replica of SHIB. We are still two completely different projects. It's just that the process on the outside looking in happens to be replicated to that we saw a SHIBA. And for us, that's good, because everyone's looking for the next SHIBA, especially in the bears. And if people are looking at us as saying the quote unquote next SHIBA, even though we know we're not, we're going in a whole different direction with our utilities. But in terms of volume and growth, oh, that's the best. Oh, you can't find no better compliment, no better confirmation. So guys, I'm going to let you go with that one right there. With that being said, folks, I'm JazzRoyce. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I will catch each and every one of you guys at the top.